fugitive task force is trying to track down a man accused of killing a local couple. Betty Thomas and Adam Bostic were tied up and shot execution style. The man charged with their murder, Brandon Thomas, is on the run. So some believe there is no longer a threat in the neighborhood. But Local 12's Deb Dixon talked to one community leader who disagrees.
Brandon Thomas, on the run from a federal warrant out of Lexington that has to do with murder, had been staying with Adam Bostic, Betty Thomas, and their 2 daughters for months. When the couple was found shot to death, friends and relatives suspected Thomas right away, but he was gone.
People are dismissing it just because it did not come. It's not from our neighborhood, and people will say because he came in from another city, it was not our problem, but it is our problem.
The problem, Pastor Tait says, is 2 little girls have to grow up without their parents. The problem is one of them saw her dead father as she was being carried out of the apartment. The problem? The children who had to walk by this crime scene on their way to school. On this same street, back in 2007, children 6 to 12 years old were playing in a football tournament organized to promote peace when a 19-year-old was shot to death right next to the field. Some children leaving the Peace Bowl walked right past the crime scene.
When children become immune to homicides and killings and shootings, that begins to set up what I believe to be spirits and seeds that they too one day will consider this as a norm or a lifestyle.
Nobody wants to have their children exposed to a dead body lying in the street.
The 5 homicide victims so far this year end up at the coroner's office. Dr. Samarco says this is about more than numbers. It's about families losing children, children losing parents, and residents feeling unsafe.
We don't want to get a reputation like some of the other large cities like Detroit, with, oh, well, you don't want to go there, that's murder central. Well, we're not. We're Cincinnati, Ohio, and we're a relatively safe, great community, very family oriented, and we need to continue working on that.
Judging by the first 10 days of this year, Cincinnati leaders have their work cut out for them. Deb Dixon, Local 12 News.
Investigators say Bostic and Thomas were friends at some point in their lives. Lexington considers Thomas a major drug dealer. Bostic has a record in Hamilton County, mostly for selling marijuana.